And it appears na naglo-lawyer ka din sa mga, ang sabi, naglo-lawyer ka din daw doon sa mga nakabangga. Dalawang ano mo eh. Ang lumalabas dito, report sa akin, malapit ka rin doon sa mga private vessels na nakabangga sa kanila. So ngayon naman, DOTR ka, so gusto ko malaman, sino kinakatawan mo rito? Yung mga nakabangga o yung DOTR? So ganito, yung lahat na nakikinig,
Criminal jurisdiction.
opo, yung lahat ng nakikinig dito ay hindi maintindihan niya. Namatayan tayo ng kababayan natin, maghihintay pa tayo ng taon po, baka grade 3 na ito. Po, namatayan tayo ng kababayan sa ating karagatan. Paano po natin mabibigyan ng hustisya ito, 11 itong survivors? Attorney Ganchon, saan dapat mag-file? As Senior State Counsel, dapat nag-uusap kayo ng PNP, saan dapat mag-file ng case ito?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The DOJ at this point is just waiting for the result of the full investigation of the PCG. And we haven't seen yet, of course, the affidavits mentioned by our PNP, Mr. Chair, but we don't want to state that cases would definitely be filed because we still need to study it, Mr. Chair. But with respect to your question, where can it be filed? The incident happened
My question would lead to your immediate coordination with the Philippine National Police.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Iba yung results ng investigation ng Philippine Coast Guard would lead to another matter. So mas maganda siguro mabigyan natin ng hustisya rin itong mga namatayan without waiting for the results of, for instance, the reply coming from Singapore or from the flag state. Ito, minamatay eh. So siguro hindi na makakapag-intay din ito. Ito, may bata pang kasama si Miss Eileen Samarita. Kayo po ay biyuda nung isa sa namatay. Pwede nyo alisin yung inyong face mask. Kayo po ay biyuda nung isang namatay. Nakuna na kayo ng sinumpaang salaysay ng kapulisan. Inaasahan nyo siguro na magkaroon na ng hustisya sa pagkamatay ng inyong minamahal sa buhay, Kapitan. Anak niyo po yan? So siguro, ma'am, mag-usap kayo ng kapulisan. Ilang upuan lang ang pagitan ninyo. Huwag na natin hintayin yung ilang provisions ng international law na mabuksan dito. Mas maganda siguro. We assert jurisdiction, yung criminal jurisdiction ng coastal state. At ito, Pangasinan na ito.
Mr. Chair, just to also inform the body, Mr. Chair, because you need to take into consideration the place of the incident, the location of the incident.
Pinag-uusapan na ho natin ngayon. Maliwanag na ho natin ito.
Place in our exclusive economic zone.
Correct.
And usually, if there is a crime committed there, we usually defer to the flag state actually, no, based on UNCLOS. The taking of criminal actions, we usually defer to the flag state as expressly provided in UNCLOS in case of collision.
So ganito ho, yung lahat na nakikinig,
criminal jurisdiction.
opo, yung lahat ng nakikinig dito ay hindi maintindihan niya. Namatayan tayo ng kababayan natin, maghihintay pa tayo ng taon po, baka grade 3 na ito. Itong anak nitong kapitan, hindi pa ho tapos itong kaso. So, ang sinasabi ko po, namatayan tayo ng kababayan sa ating karagatan. Pagkatapos, maghihintay pa tayo ng desisyon ng, alam ko po yung, andito sa akin yung mga sinasabi yung provisions ng UNCLOS, 97, lahat na. So, marami rin violation po doon, yung mga duty to render assistance, etc., etc. May violation talaga sila, failure to rescue, at marami pang iba. So, ang sinasabi ko po rito, paano po natin mabibigyan ng hustisya itong 11 itong survivors? Kaharap nyo rin dito yung mga byuda, yung anak, yung maliit na anak. Ilang taon na po yan, ma'am? 5 years old. Baka hindi lang grade 3 yan. Pag hinintay natin lahat yung gusto niyo mangyari, sundin muna itong provision ng batas ng flag state, Marshall Island, tatanungin natin mamaya. So, ano po yung mailalapat natin ngayon na hustisya sa mga kalilibing lang nung linggo ba ho nilibing? Noong linggo lang nilibing. So, hintayin natin kung ano yung investigasyon ng ibang bansa muna. Ganun po ba?
Mr. Chair, we can have other remedies, of course. No, we're just not limited to the filing of criminal proceedings, but of course, we need to comply with the provision of UNCLOS with respect to flag state jurisdiction on crimes committed by the master of the vessel. But we can have other remedies, of course, Mr. Chair.
Just-
If we look
It-
back at what happened to the Reed Bank incident, it can be payment of damages, Mr. Chair. And I know that the oil tanker would have its own insurance that can pay for this, Mr. Chair. So we just need to support any claims for damages. I took note that, for example, apart from the death that was suffered by the master of the vessel and the two crew members, they have also incurred loss of income because the fishes that they caught, they have to throw it away. They have to throw it away.
Narinig ko na eh.
Yes, I do.
Narinig ko na, kaharap mo sila ngayon, no?
Yes, I took notes, Mr. Chair, because this is the first time that I'm
Di ba
hearing them
nagdudugo yung
actually.
puso mo rin doon? Na
Nagdudugo po.
isang linggo sila sa dagat, tapos itatapon lang nila yung
Yes,
kanilang,
about 50
tatlong
kilos,
banyera.
60 kilos. No, one service boat can catch 60 kilos of fish, but all of those fishes, they threw them away.
Kababayan
So
natin
that's
to.
loss of income,
Yeah.
Mr. Chair.
So,
And of
ang
course,
ganito siguro, to abbreviate this, pwede ba kaya, pakatapos ng hearing natin, Department of Justice, Senior State Counsel Preti Gatchon, upuan natin itong 11, pati itong 3 byuda, ano yung may advice nyo sa kanila? Huwag mo na explain yung international law kasi baka hindi maintindihan na kagad yun sa kanila, namatayan sila, namatayan ang ating kababayan, wala na silang kinikita ngayon, ano ba yung liability na ng mga yung foreign vessel na madaling mailalapat na lunas sa kanila. Hindi na siguro ito yung pangmatagalan pa na. Hintayin niyo muna yung resolusyon ng Singapore, ng Marshall Islands, baka grade 5 na ito, wala pang nangyayari. So, ganun lang siguro hinihiling ng committee ito, kausapin niyo sila mamaya.
Kailangan ba dumaan pa to sa kaso-kaso to establish liability? I mean, meron na tayong ebidensya, and then can we not, as neighbors, good neighbors, brothers in the Pacific region, in the area, can we not compromise and speed up everything? But naman bawal under international law yan. I think that's encouraged under international law.
We can ask the DFA and then DOJ, DFA. You're the successor of Secretary Manalo.
Sir, no, the international law does not stand in the way of a speedy. International law does not prevent the speedy resolution of this issue.
Yung anak ni Ma'am,
Hindi po, sir.
hindi na kailangan hintayin nyo, napakatagal, naghihintayan pa ng papel, di ba?
Sir. Hindi po,
Okay.
sir.
What about DOJ, with the permission of Senator Pimentel? DOJ,
yes, Mr. Chair, no international law does not prevent us to talk with the Marshall Islands to give a speedy
so maliwanag,
resolution or remedy to
yun
this
nga yung
situation.
purpose ko na mag-usap kayo nung mga biktima, mga survivors, para hindi na tayo mag-implicate ng kung ano-anong provisions ng UNCLOS, ng SOLAS, kung ano-ano pa.
Chairman, ganito kasi, accidents do happen. Pag-describe ninyo nung conditions, malakas bang ulan, visibility zero, madilim na, so accidents do happen. Posible namang pure accident ito eh. If it's a pure accident, does anybody have to go to jail? Hindi. But we have to compensate those damaged. At wag na natin i-dribble o patagalin pa masyado. So that's our appeal to our friend, neighbor, and ally, the Republic of the Marshall Islands, na given this evidence, naka-on yung transponder ninyo or yung ano ninyo, that means in good faith eh. So there's nothing to hide. So wag na po natin ito patagalin. And actually, should the victims be entitled to a certain amount, international law does not prevent paying the entire amount. International law does not prevent paying an initial amount. Diba? All the more. Kasi 10 araw na po eh. I mean, natulungan na ba kayo nung suspected vessel? Wala, di ba? So I am just making this appeal. I mean, let's not make this. We will study this from the point of view. Ang legal point namin is about the regime, kulang ba ang UNCLOS arrangement, or meron bang convention, international agreement na baka hindi tayo member, na kung member tayo, mas maganda, mas mapapabilis ang mga proseso like 1952 Brussels Conventions on penal and civil jurisdictions on collisions at sea. I do not know. Paki-check DFA if we are already as either a signatory or we have ratified it. So, gano'n. So, ang next question mamaya, had we been a member, paano tayo matutulungan kung nangyari na ito, member na tayo? Makakatulong ba ang pag-member natin dito o hindi? Diba? So, but yan yung purpose ng hearing na to. But sana hindi tayo ganun ka-legalistic sa pagdating sa pagtulong po sa ating mga victims. So, ang appeal na lang po siguro natin sa Republic of the Marshall Islands because pakisabi nila Mr. Bolivar as to the government of the Marshall Islands. We are friends. Diba? I mean, we are friends, we are allies and neighbors. So magtulungan po tayo. So if let's say that ayaw nilang ibigay yung full amount under international law, advance an amount. Diba? Yung balance to follow na kung talagang kumbinsido na rin kayo of your liability. And don't be afraid to admit liability, especially civil liability, because sa tunay na buhay naman, meron naman talagang tunay na aksidente that no one has to go to jail. It's a real accident. Di ba? But yun na, meron tayong insurance system so that the burden is spread out to how to compensate the victims of these unfortunate incidents na hindi naman sinadya. Okay, so that's the main idea.
Humanitarian ito eh. Tama si Senator Pimentel eh. Kailangan, sabi ko nga, hindi nadaputin ng grade 5 ito, grade 6. Di ba? You're trying to raise your hand? And in relation to what Senator Pimentel has been saying? Sige. Secretary Bautista? Authorized? Kasi ito, for the record, Senator Pimentel, kaya tinatanong ko si ASEC no? Kasi ang sinasabi nung iba, the committee has its own intelligence information. You were partly before working with a private law office. And it appears na naglo-lawyer ka din sa mga, naglo-lawyer ka din daw doon sa mga nakabangga. Dalawang ano mo eh. Ang lumalabas dito, report sa akin, malapit ka rin doon sa mga private vessels na nakabangga sa kanila. So ngayon naman, DOTR ka, so gusto ko malaman sino kinakatawan mo rito, yung mga nakabangga o yung DOTR? Kasi ang nakaano dito, mga kababayan natin eh. So anong gusto mong sabihin? Kaya tinatanong kita kung authorized ka ni Secretary Bautista. Kasi dati you were connected with what law office?
Mr. Chair, good morning. I am connected with Del Rosario and Del Rosario Law Offices, Mr. Chair.
O nung sa Del Rosario Law Office ka, ang mga kliyente nyo, yung mga manning agencies, yung mga private vessels, so kasi may balita, inikutan mo para yung mga yung mga ibang mga private vessels. Anong gusto mong sabihin?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Kaya lang, may cloud of doubt na ngayon kung sino yung nire-represent mo.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I mean, I can address that allegation, but very quickly, that is untrue. Good morning, Honorable Chair Tolentino. Good morning, Honorable Padilla. Good morning, Honorable Pimentel. Fellow public servants, sirs, madam, maganda.
Statement of Secretary Bautista.
This was cleared po from our office, Mr. Chair.
So, is this a response to Senator Pimentel?
Yes, Mr. Chair, very pertinent po.
Diretso
If I may.
na yung prepared statement ni Secretary Bautista.
If I may,
Na tayo sa yung voluntary civil compensation.
Opo. Yes,
Not
Mr. Chair.
covered by UNCLOS na matulungan natin itong mga survivors, itong mga namatay. Alam nyo, my dear colleagues, naglamay ako rito eh. Nandun ako nakita nyo ba ako ron? Nasa Subic po ako. Pakitaas yung kamay nung nakakita sa akin doon. Kausap ko lahat sila. Kaya alam ko itong nangyari dito eh. Kausap ko, nandun ako, naglamay ako sa Zambales. Kaya siguro yung sagot mo should be a direct response to what Senator Pimentel has just mentioned a while ago.
Yes, Mr. Chair, but if I may have around 5 minutes po. I mean, because may mga preliminaries po, Mr. Chair.
pasagot niya kasi baka mapunta tayo sa ibang maliligaw tayo. I will rule you out of order.
I submit, Mr. Chair. Actually, ito po yung very pertinent. The Secretary of Transportation, Jaime Bautista, has directed
Ito
the
tayo sa
department-
civil compensation.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Has directed the department and its attached agencies, particularly the Marina and Philippine Coast Guard, to lend assistance to the fishermen so that they could be indemnified with the shipping company for the damage they sustained.
DOTR, nagbigay na ba ng kahit konting amount?
Well, hindi po sa alam ko, Mr. Chair.
DOTR, alam nyo, itong mga ito, nagbiyahe papunta rito. Under ng DOTR yung mga prangkisa ng mga sasakyan, pinahatid ba rito sila? Tinulungan nyo?
I'll have to check, Mr. Chair po. If I may, Mr. Chair. Consequently, a meeting with relevant government agencies, including the DOJ, the DFA, and the Public Attorney's Office has been called by the department and is scheduled tomorrow po, Mr. Chair. The department welcomes this hearing, which we see as facilitating the attainment of our goal of securing indemnification for our fishermen. At maganda po na nandito po ang presensya ng vessel interest, nung identified pong vessel, para po mapadali yung usapan. Ayan po ang mensahe po ng Departamento ng Kagawaran. If I may address the allegation, Mr. Chair, I used to be a lawyer. I used to be a lawyer for shipping companies. That makes me a maritime lawyer, Mr. Chair. But yung mga allegation po na nasa panig po ako ng kung ano man, wala pong katotohanan. Right now po, since last year, I joined the government and am a public servant po. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
At siguro ngayon, ang tulungan natin, yung mga kababayan natin, kasi DOTR ka na. Kalimutan mo na yung pinanggalingan mo na dating kliyente mo tong mga iba naririto. Ang kliyente mo ngayon dito dapat, ay itong mga kababayan natin na may nasawi at yung may mga survivors. Dapat nasa panig ka ng mga naaapi ngayon. Dapat maliwanag yun, Attorney
Definitely, Mr. Chair. It has long been clear po. Salamat po.
It's now part of the records of these proceedings.